Let's try this again. Hi everyone, whoever's joining. Happy Sunday. Why is my camera moving? Hold on, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. Um, Happy Sunday. I just wanted to check in, see what's going on with everyone. I know it's pretty early. Catch me now. So, I hope whoever is coming in or isn't aware of my channel, you guys are aware of the last video that I created, which was my before and after my biological teeth, before my dentures, and then into my dentures. So that was the last video that I did about 2 days ago. If you didn't catch it, I hope you catch it. It's really helpful. It's a big insight of what I went through a little bit. It's more of a voiceover, but yeah, hold on one second. Let me make sure I can see everyone here. Okay. Hi, Ghost. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're having a good Sunday. Thank you for joining the live. I know it's unexpected. I always come in unexpected, unprepared. I hate doing lives. Well, I can't say I hate them because I don't mean that I hate them, but it's kind of hard because I feel like I'm just talking to nobody, like if nobody's in here. So anyway, I was just saying that I had did a video 2 days ago about my before and after my biological teeth, and then into my dentures, and then into my teeth. I mean, from my biological teeth into my dentures. I am good. How are you doing? I am very well. Trying to be anyway. Trying to catch up to like the week. So I figured let me just go on live real quick for a little bit. Checking on you all. See how's everyone doing. Did you guys see the video that I posted 2 days ago? Because it's super important. A lot of people who are walking into the journey new have reached out through messages, TikTok, email. So again, I'm going to explain a few things and just chit chat a little bit and kind of catch you up on my journey, how long I've been in my journey. I did mention it in my video as well, but for those who are just chiming in or checking in, I will repeat it. I have been in dentures. It's 17 months now post-op. And November 23rd of 2023, of 2022 is when I got my teeth extracted. This November of 2024, I will be 2 years already in dentures, which is so crazy because I never thought I would get this far with them, but I'm pretty content. No regrets so far. And no one wants to lose their biological teeth, but when things get real, you gotta take care of them. So no regrets here, so that's why I put up that video. It was kind of a voiceover, but it was more explaining, like the beginning and what I was going through, how to email the dentist. If you find a good dentist that takes your insurance, if you are insured, or even if you're paying financially out of pocket for immediate dentures, because most insurances do not cover temporary or immediate dentures, and that is a fact. So you might have to come out of pocket for that, but they will cover, depending on your insurance and what state you're in, they definitely cover your permanent dentures, which is what I have now. Other than that, what else can I say? Yeah, it's a big journey, and for the new ones who are coming into it, have a lot of, with me, you have support. There's so much videos now regarding dentures and walking into the denture journey, implant journey, partial journey, whatever's your journey, it's there. So keep that in mind, guys, and don't give up. I know it's pretty hard to look at and not to glamorize it, but it definitely gives you back, your self-worth. It gives you back some confidence. It gives you back some teeth to eat and to function as a human. So I always say just stay positive, and it's a long roller coaster ride, but you can definitely overcome it. So just keep the faith, keep the strength, and stay positive, and know that there is a lot of support. If you don't feel supported, come here. This is what my channel is for a lot of support in every aspect when it comes to the oral journey and your oral care. So hopefully my channel can enlighten a lot of newcomers and people who are stepping in or afraid to step into the journey of having to lose their teeth, because I know it's not easy. So just keep the faith and follow me, and hopefully it'll be, more of a positive note for you all. You just got to be your best advocate. You have to speak up. You have to you got to let your dentist or whoever is working on your dentures, you just have to speak up and let them know when something's wrong, something's off. And by the way, if you are waiting, if you're in temporary dentures, or even not even, if you're still toothless after your extractions and your instruments will cover your permanent dentures, best advice I can give is to never, please don't ever sign off on something that you're not happy with. If you are doing your wax try-ons and they're not fitting correctly, or it's not giving you back what you're looking for with your permanent dentures, don't sign off on it, because once you sign off on it, that's it. Like, your dentures are made and there's no going back. So be very positive, do a lot of research, just make sure that they're fitted well. You like what you're seeing when you're smiling. You like the way the teeth look even when you're not smiling. I had that issue a little bit with the beginning of my wax try-ins for my permanents. I was looking real toothless and I didn't like that. So I spoke up, and I'm happy that where I went to, they were so compassionate. They heard me, they listened to me, and they considered me, and they considered my feelings, and they fixed it and they got it right. And I couldn't be more happier with them. So I'm just excited about that. But again, if you're walking into this journey and you are waiting for your insurance to cover your permanent dentures, do not sign off on the wax try-ins if this is not what you're looking for. If they didn't make them right, or you're not happy with the teeth. And remember, as a wax try-in, they're not going to look like the permanents, but it's just an example of what your imprint and what your teeth will look like for the next 5-10 years of your journey with your dentures. So keep that in mind. Do not sign off on something if you're not happy with them. Make sure that they are to your liking, because you're the one who has to wear them in your mouth. Do not forget that. So make sure that they're good. And when you're happy and you're content with them, then you can sign off, and then they'll start making your dentures, and there's no going back after that. They will make sure that they're fitted correctly. If you do later on in time, after your permanents are already with you, you might need a soft reline, because we are still shrinking, guys. The first year we have a rapid way of shrinking. It tends to calm down after the first year. But keep in mind that our face is going to change a lot. So just make sure you are happy with what they are giving you as a wax try-in. Make sure when you sign off on it, you're content, because there's no going back, like I said. There's no going back once you change your, once you sign off on your paperwork for your try-ins or whatever, your permanent teeth. So make sure you're happy and content. Make sure you speak up for yourself. Make sure you do a lot of research, because research is super important. The more that you can educate yourself with this journey, the better it is for you guys. So it's helped me with my journey a whole lot. I've invested a lot of time looking into what I was facing, having to deal with prosthetic teeth, having to put them on every time I need to just even function as a human. But it's durable. That's my point. So it's not a cup of tea for everyone, but it's definitely durable. I don't know what my neighbors are doing outside, but it's really annoying because I hear a lot of noise and I don't know where it's coming from. But I know it's definitely coming from outside. So excuse that if you hear the noise in the background. Sorry. But yeah, you just got to keep in mind about, you know, what you're going to sign off on, because you'll be stuck with that for a long time, you know, and there's no going back. So they will do, though, what I was saying was they would definitely update, like if you need a soft reline after you're in your permanent dentures, or they're fitting a little big, or you're still shrinking for whatever reason. Some people with their insurance tend to get their permanent dentures within 6 months of extractions. And I don't feel that that's a great idea, because you are shrinking so rapidly the first 12 months of post-op. And once they make the permanent dentures, you're still going to shrink. And you're going to have to you're going to have to see more, your denturist or the dentist more, because you're going to need soft relines. You're going to need materials to help them function in your mouth, because you are going to shrink so quickly. So my biggest suggestion, or my biggest advice would be, if you guys can hold off for at least a year, maybe a year and 3 months. That's what I kind of did, pretty much. I mean, when they did the wax try-ins, I would have had them a little quicker than that, but because I wasn't happy with the wax try-ins, I didn't sign off on them. It took a little bit more months, which I was happy for, because I was still shrinking. So I was like, the longer I wait, I feel like the better it'll be for the permanents to really be more fitted and not be so ill-fitting the way my temporaries were, because of all the shrinking I was doing. So please keep that in mind, because that's so important. And keep in mind that, yeah, the longer you wait to get into your permanent dentures, the better, because the first 12 months you're going to shrink so quickly. So please keep that in mind, guys. The longer you wait, the better. That's what I did, and I feel like it was totally worth it. You know, I know when you're in that run of not having your teeth, or even you're having your denture, you know, your temporary dentures, and they're just so ill-fitting. I mean, I made the best of it with what I had when I had my temporary dentures. Thank you to the cushion grip. Thank you to the adhesives. You know, it totally made a big difference. And because I knew and I understood my journey more or less, I understood that, you know, no matter what, our dentures would never fit the way we want them to fit. Like if they were our biological teeth, or if they were implants where they don't just come out. That's not gonna happen with dentures. So you gotta just mentally prepare yourself for the outcome of it, you know, because yes, it's glamorous, it gives you back identity, and it's beautiful when you have that gorgeous smile in your mouth. But again, it's acrylic, plastic, whatever you want to call them. They're not zirconias, they're durable, but they're not like biological teeth. There's nothing like biological teeth, so keep that in mind. But yeah, the more research you do, the more you educate yourself, the better your journey will be with your dentures. I can't say that enough. And again, when I had my temporaries, I made it work with all the products and materials that was available I had. Whether you order it online or you're at a store picking it up, whatever it was there. It's there. So keep that in mind as well. And what else can I mention about the dentures? Yeah, the longer you wait, the better you have with your permanents having a better fit in your mouth. So I learned that actually in a video that I was watching, a few videos I was watching for so long, throughout those 10 years, like the longer you wait, the better it is to get your permanent dentures, because you do shrink so quickly the first couple of months. So please keep that in mind, guys. And what else can I say? Yeah, that's about it. You know, that's why I made that video of my before and after on what my biological teeth were looking like. And I also mentioned in the video that I was sending emails to the dentist that was going to take care of me and accept my insurance. So the first thing I did was, we had already made an appointment, but something dawned on me because I had other appointments with Aspen. I did mention that in one of my first videos when I started sharing my journey. My whole point was like, it was just meant for me to be at the dentist that took care of me, period. Like, I had 3-4 different appointments with Aspen. They never fell through. Something always came up. And then I found the dentist that I'm in now. And the first time we made the appointment, it was, I think, for October 23rd or 26th. But then I called, it was like late September. And I remember calling and I asked, am I able to send like my personal photos, of my mouth through email? And maybe it'll, like, you guys can have a better understanding of what I'm walking into and like what you're dealing with when it comes to this patient right here. So the lady said, yeah, you can absolutely email us. So she gave me the email to the dental place, and I got in every photo that I was taking throughout the years of my teeth and things that I thought I would never. Child, let me tell you, I would never ever show my bad teeth on camera. Like, when they were already discombobulated, they were just falling apart. It was like, I was so embarrassed. I was just so not wanting to face reality and not facing the world with what I had going on in my mouth, because that is the first thing that a person notices, besides your eyes and your face, but your mouth, like, it plays a huge role on a person. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says, like, it's just so in your face, you can't help but to look at that. So I would cringe just thinking about taking pictures of my teeth, and it was for myself, and I was cringing. So imagine trying to share that with the world. It was like a double take of hell no. But then, once the dentist answered me and they saw those pictures, it was like they gave me an earlier date. They pushed my date from October 26th, I believe it was. So I think it dropped to October 7th. So that was like, it was like God answered my prayers. It was like, amen. This is what I need. This is what I need. And this is what I need. And I sent those photos. And once that lady called me back, oh my God, I would never forget her. She knows who she is. And I hold her so close to my heart for life. So she said, yes, just come in immediately. And I remember when I had my first consultation, and the dentist was like, yeah, like, are you ready? Because, you're going to have to lose your teeth. And if you're not financially ready for implants, and with your history, your hypothyroidism, your high calcium, I don't know if it's a good suggestion for implants right now. Your body might reject it. It might not. It might take them. But that's a very big risk. So at least get your feet wet by trying out your dentures. Have that for a little bit, and if you could get financially stable and ready and have someone else look at your mouth and think that you're a good candidate for implants, then you go and you do your implants. But I was happy to accept just to be an economy denture and not an implant, because I said it before, I had my conch piercings. I had one here, and this is the one that failed, and it kind of discolored my ear. I don't know if you can notice that, but my ear is not the same as this ear here. This earring is fine. Nothing ever went wrong. It was just fine. But this one totally failed on me. And it could be too, I never knew how sensitive conch piercings are with the ears. Like, if I would have known, I probably would have never done them. I love the way they look. They're beautiful. But I am a special needs mom. My twins have autism. And there was a moment when I just got it done. It was probably like, I didn't have I don't even know if I had about a month in with the piercing. And I was helping my daughter get dressed, and accidentally she pulled her arm out of her sleeve, and I was standing trying to help her get dressed, and her arm hit me right on my ear, and it was like I hit the floor. Like, Julia's not gonna get back up. Julia's done. She's done on the floor in pain. Oh my God, that was the most. And it wasn't a hard hit. It was it wasn't that hard, but this was so sensitive that it felt like it was a bat that hit me on the ear, and it just threw me to the floor, and I was weak. It was no getting back up. I said, I'm done. That's it. The piercing is done. And right after that, it got swollen. And it failed. It totally failed. And I never tried to do it again. I was like, no. This ear is so sensitive right now. Like, I ain't messing with it. So that made me think, like, what if I have implants and maybe I'll have a couple of, maybe the all on fours. I don't know. Maybe 2 might fail. Maybe 1 will fail. And I'll have 3. I don't know. But it was too much of a risk to take. Financially, I wasn't ready for that. I couldn't. I'm poor. Like, that's not going to happen. And I was on survival mode just to even get my dentures. So yeah, that was pretty hard. But a big reality, and I don't regret it now though. You know, I'm very happy with my decision. And I think that implants is not for everyone. So I don't know. I felt like my body might have probably would have rejected it, would have went through all of that, and I can't. It's too much downtime. It's too much. I'm like, no. I'm happy with my decision, and maybe later on in life, if it's possible, I'll probably look into it. But for right now, we'll focus on my dentures, I guess. You know. And anybody new into this, you know, walking into this journey, like I say again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. But keep the faith. Just keep the faith and keep the faith. Keep the faith, because it gets a lot easier. It's a bumpy ride in the beginning, like I said in my video, the last video I did 2 days ago, but it's totally worth it. Okay, so once you educate yourself and you are mentally prepared to face the reality that you're in, knowing that you have to lose your biological teeth, there's products, there's prosthetics, there's things to help us. So I can't break it down no more than what I have, I guess. I don't know. But I'm happy. I'm happy with where I am right now, and I'm happy to learn from others. And to all the newcomers who I've been seeing so much lately, I want to say congratulations again, because for you guys to be working on getting this far and, you know, stepping into your dental journey, I know it's not easy, but I congratulate you regardless, because you got the bad out. Once you get those bad teeth out, you are good to go. Like, teeth can make you so sick. So please keep that in mind. Please remember that. But congratulations to all the new dental wearers that are walking into this, you know, new journey. Hopefully it can be easy for you guys, but you have to be strong-minded, and when you want help, you need to get that help. So be your best advocate, speak up for yourself, do a lot of research, lots of videos help. Binge watch online. They could probably help you, you know, give you some inspiration, some motivation. That's what I'm about. And yeah, guys, it gets a lot easier. It totally gets. I've been eating so much now. Like, I think I gained my little 10 pounds, and I'm not trying to lose it. I want to keep them. I want to keep my weight on. But I'm so content. Like, I'm able to eat food that I wasn't able to eat with biological teeth. So it's amazing. I love it. I love it. Like, people would drown in a cup of water dealing with dentures. And then there are people who are not being heard, and who are not, they're just not being heard. And that's why I say you got to be your best advocate. If you don't talk for yourself, you don't let them know what's bothering you, And sometimes you're going to have to take matters into your own hands. And I always say this through experience. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but when you have an ill-fitting denture, and let's say they do fix the problem and it's still ill-fitting, there's little adjustments you can always do at home where you don't have to run your insurance up by always going back to the dentist for something that you could just easily do at home. A 180 nail file, a little nail drill bit on some soft settings will make a huge, when I say huge, a huge difference. Okay, like, you'll be surprised of how many things you can do at home, but you don't have to go back to the dentist, you know. And I say this through experience, and I say this because I believe when I bought my temporary dentures, I don't remember if I put insurance on them. I did not. Sorry, I did not. I just paid for them, but they weren't insured. Now, permanents, this is with my insurance, so you know I haven't made no adjustments because I don't need to. They've been fitted correctly. I have great fitting permanent dentures right now, and yes, I still use my adhesive just for my extra security. You know how I feel about that. But I will say that they fit great. So I haven't made no adjustments with the new dentures at all with my permanent. When I had my temporary, I was going like ham. I was drilling here, drilling there. You know, sometimes I took off a little too much material because at that time I felt like I was so freaking horsey and nothing was just making them look correct, and I felt really gummy, but it was just my mouth was going through so much trauma. You know, it just got extractions, and I already had missing teeth before the extraction. So you know, my canvas of my gums was not an even canvas where I was going to get those great fitting dentures, you know. So anybody in this journey, please remember that your gums will never be the same, you know, especially when you're already having rotted, missing, broken teeth to the gum line. You know, once that happens, your bone loss will exceed even faster because there's no tooth there no more, you know. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like, this is, you know, this is a big roller coaster, and wearing dentures it's like fitting a puzzle, you know, the right way where it's not gonna come apart, but they're gonna come apart because they're dentures, they're not implants. So just keep in mind that they're never gonna fit amazing, you know, until you are totally healed. You have a great canvas going on with your gums where there's no unevenness, you know, you don't have like a bumpy ride going on in your mouth. And once your dentures are set in and fitted well, as I always say, because that's so important, that's the best. That you'll be like, yes, why didn't I do this years ago? Hello, you know, you'll be so happy. You'll be like, oh my god, like I never thought I would get this far with them. And trust me, you will. Because I'm going to be 2 years, you guys, post-op. Like, that's crazy. November of 2024, November 23rd, right before Thanksgiving, I make my 2-year post-op mark. So time has gone so quickly. Like, wow, so quickly. But yeah, I just, you know, for the newcomers, I know it's a bumpy ride. But it's totally worth it. When you speak up for yourself, you find that right dentist, you have some good insurance. Sometimes I know people that don't have insurance, they come out of pocket, and they feel like they've lost their money because their dentures are not fitting right. But no, guys, you just, again, you know, if you don't, I can't really speak for everybody because I've seen, you know, people with their ill-fitting dentures in their mouth and crying for help, where you can see the big mistakes that were made while they were making their dentures. And it's so heartbreaking because it's like these people are not being heard and they're leaving the office so unhappy, trying to go back to their normal life, and their life will never be normal again because their teeth are not able to be functionable with them. as a human. Like, I can't, and that right there really, whew, is so disappointing when I hear stories like that, because it's like, I know I can't fix it. Like, I wish I had a magic wand and I could just be like, you are healed. You have your perfection dentures in your mouth, and you would never have another problem again. No, live your best life. I wish, but that's not gonna happen. So I don't have that power. I wish I did, but I don't. And it's so sad when I see stories like that, where there's patients wearing their teeth and they're lopsided. They're you can see the unevenness of the teeth, where they're just bulky, too big, or just not fitting correctly. And it's like, why did they send you home with those things in your mouth like that? Like, what happened? It's so heartbreaking. Oh my God, it's so heartbreaking. Child, it's so heartbreaking. I can't. This is why I like hearing those type of stories. It makes me appreciate where I went to so much more, because it's like, and I have my moments. I have my moments when I was, really, really, like, I felt like, what's going on here? Why my wax shrines are not coming out right? It's just something's off. I'm not liking this. But again, I never signed off on anything because I didn't like it. So that's what saved me, because I knew what I liked and what I didn't like. And after having my immediate dentures in my mouth, that alone was giving me, like, it was letting me know, okay, I am going to get my identity back. So moving forward into my permanent dentures, I want them to look like this. I want them to be the replica of my immediate dentures. And I feel like they nailed it. Like, they nailed it. I mean, they gave it a little bit more character than my temporary ones. I should have brought them downstairs with me, but I didn't. But yeah, they totally nailed it, because, again, you got to speak up for yourself. Don't let them tell you, like, no, this is what it is, and you can't speak up. Like, no. You have every right to speak up. If they don't want to hear you, then maybe you need to go and get a second opinion. Maybe you need to go and find someone else. But then again, keep in mind, to all my new denture wearers, we can be very, very stubborn. We want miracles to happen, thinking that denture is just going to give it back to us because it's a quick fix. It's absolutely not a quick fix. Keep that in mind. Nothing that has to do with partial implant dentures, none of that is a quick fix. None of that is a quick fix at all. So just keep in mind that you are working with professionals. There are professionals who are doing your dentures. Whoever's in front of you, those are the professionals. So keep in mind, you can listen to them, but when you know and you feel that they're just not right on you, or you're just not happy, you have to speak up. Some people will hear you, and there are those who don't. Mostly commercial dentists, like affordable dentures, Aspen, most commercial places like that, sometimes are kind of hard to get that, they do, but they don't. I've had too many bad stories with those commercial dentists. So I don't know. I could be wrong. Again, I'm going by what was told to me through my own personal messages and other people who are crying out for help. So again, you might be with a professional. We are not professionals. We're just a denture wearer going through this journey. So just have an open mind and take their advice. Please listen to them, because they are the professionals, like I said. But also speak up for yourself, because we are the ones who have to leave home with these things in our mouth trying to function. So keep that in mind, and that's it, And again, congratulations to my new denture wearers, because it's a big roller coaster, but it'll all be worth it. Trust me, it'll all be worth it. And too many great denture stories, so many. It's way too many. All right, let's say it like that. And but what I will say is that even with all the new denture wearers that are in this journey right now, on this journey, they're just getting younger and younger. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm 49 and I've been looking into my dentures like for the last, 5 years into it, 10 to 5 years. But there's a lot of younger people. I mean, not even 30 yet in dentures. And it's just like, it's over. I feel like it's overlapping the older people, if that makes sense, It's scary. It's a scary thing, but it's so true. Like, I'm just like, how old are you? Like, you're a baby. Oh my goodness. Like, what's going on here? Early 20s, not even 30s. Some are like in their mid 30s, and they've been in their dentures for years already, since they were in their 20s. So it's like, what is going on? Like, it's really crazy. But it just goes to show that us denture wearers are not alone. That's a fact. So let's just break the denture stigma, and again, that's what I'm here for. I don't care what nobody says. I have no regrets, and I'm here to support and help anyone else on their journey, because it is so important to get rid of bad teeth that are not serving you no more, So, I'm gonna put my lip gloss on. Sorry, guys. But yeah, the best thing to do is just get them out. Handle it with your professional dentist, denturist. Take notes, After they taking notes and just doing research, massive pictures. And I always say, if you don't share your pictures with the world, that's fine. You don't want to, this platform is not for everybody. Like, this niche, this denture stuff is not for everybody. It's not a cup of tea for everyone. But for the ones who are walking into that journey, the best thing for you to do is just take notes, pictures, lots and lots and lots of pictures, from your biological teeth down to the broken tooth, down to everything. Because trust me when I tell you, you're not going to regret it. You're going to look back on those photos and you're going to see how much your face has changed. You're going to see how much teeth has served you this purpose of, walking into the dental world. And you're going to see so much change within that time. Because while you're going through that transition, you're going to feel like, is this going to get any worse? No, guys. I know it sounds horrible, but it gets better. It does. It gets a lot better. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and listen to the professionals. All right, they know what they're talking about. Some of them. But take notes, take pictures, save them. Just save them. Make your own diary about it. Keep it to yourself. You don't have to share it with the world. But if you choose to, I'm here to support it. I would love it, because that let me tell you something. Watching all these denture videos that I did within the last 10 years of people, having to lose their teeth and going into dentures, was so inspirational for myself. It was like such a like, oh my God, like, would I ever get this far? Would I ever get this far? And I felt hopeless. A lot of times I was feeling hopeless. Imagine 10 years doing research to try to fix my teeth. So it was big. It was a lot going on, Sorry, you might hear my grandbaby in the background. It's Sunday, so the kids are home. You already know. And, it's a lot to deal with, but it's worth it, guys. All right, just keep that in mind. And pictures and research, make your own diary, because you can just look at how far you've come from where you started, and you'd be like, wow, this was worth it. I should have done this a long time ago. I always say that. But yeah, to all the new people who are walking into this journey, again, congratulations. And for those who are still suffering in silence, I hear you. I see your messages. Um, I wish I could do more, you know. I really do. I wish I could take anyone who was suffering with their teeth and just like fix it, you know? But I can't do that. I enjoy. Oh, thank you so much, Ghost. You always like so supportive. I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster, and I know that a lot of people don't have good experiences, on this journey. But I always say when you want better, you're gonna do better. So hopefully, this can be inspirational for the ones who are suffering in silence. Because again, I hear you. Like I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. I'm getting your messages. I'm trying to respond to everyone. And like I said, there's a few of them who are just like holding back, just not wanting to accept that they gotta lose their teeth. But I'm like, don't hold on to that. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And even this is gonna be advice to the people who don't choose to get hi Frego, to don't whoever doesn't choose to get dentures. I know a person who got their teeth extracted years ago, and they chose to not deal with the dentures. They're toothless, and they've been like that ever since. And they still live a productive life. They work. They're functional human to society. Like they're doing what they gotta do, and they've accepted the fact that they are toothless, and they don't care. They don't care at all. Oh, thanks, Virgo. But yeah, it's all on one's person, on one, on your own mindset, on how you look at things, and how you wanna take control of what's out of control, if that makes sense. Because I was trying to control something that I didn't have any control over, which was losing my teeth. For my health, the calcium, my hypothyroidism, it was so bad. It was so bad. And I thought it was just going to be worse and worse, but I mean, there's so many things that I need to touch on that subject, especially with my hypothyroidism. I can't even talk about it because I'll cry, but I had a miscarriage. I'm not even going to say a miscarriage because it wasn't a miscarriage. It was, I gave birth to my baby. But I caught sepsis in my placenta, and unfortunately my baby had to pass. And this happened in 1999. I was about 26 weeks pregnant, and that was another thing. I could never hold my pregnancies, full term. No one ever knew why. They just knew that I was high risk. So the most I held the baby in my belly was 28 weeks. That's as further as I went. My first son was born premature, 28 weeks. Then my second baby, who passed away, he was born at 26 weeks, sorry. And then the twins were born at 24 weeks. So it's like my time just got shorter and shorter and shorter. Like they wasn't able to cook in my belly as long as they were supposed to. So that was challenging and in itself. And I never knew why I couldn't hold my babies in my belly for 9 months. And I think it was because of the hypothyroidism, because no one ever picked up on it before the pregnancy. It was after my kids were born was when we noticed how much damage was going on in my body. But yeah, it was, my body has been through so much that there was no way that my teeth were gonna like survive it, if that makes sense. So for the question, for the people who have questions about like, but how did you lose your teeth? Why did you lose your teeth? Like, why didn't you try to do this and try to do? listen, there was no trying. I tried, and it was a huge fail. So it's in my videos. Obviously, it's not my journey. This is why I'm sharing my journey. But it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with, and I just didn't, no one really knew what was going on with my body. So my body's been through a lot, Oh my goodness, wait a second before I go. Hold on, let me put your comment up here. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I caught sepsis in my placenta. I was hemorrhaging. I went through so much with my pregnancy. It was terrifying. It was so terrifying. But other than that, and pregnancy, that was my main thing. Like, pregnancy can play such a huge role when it comes to the mouth and oral and your teeth. Sometimes you can have very little calcium or not enough calcium, and then it was like the way I had it, where I had way too much calcium going on in my body. It was way too much, and the damage was pretty much kind of done, and it's really sad, but it's crazy what our bodies can go through and survive and overcome. Ooh, it is so crazy, because I think about things like that are just traumatic for me, having to have to push a baby out. And my baby was born alive. He was born alive. He weighed 2 pounds. He lived for 6 hours, and then he passed by Christmas Eve. He was born the 23rd of December, and then by the 24th, 12 midnight is when he passed away. And that was really traumatizing. So I just wish, like, the way we have technology now, like, just don't ignore anything. Always see your physician. Try to keep up with your appointments. Stay on top of your oral care, especially when you're pregnant or multiple pregnancy, because that alone will definitely decay your teeth. Like, if you don't take care of them, they're doomed. Okay? And the woman's body is no joke. How we can just produce babies and carry them, and what it would do to our body trying to produce a human. So stay on top of your body, your oral care. Stay with your doctors. Try to stay on top of your insurance. Make sure you always have your insurance, because too many people with no insurance right now and no health care, and that's really, really sad, and it sucks. So please, stay on top of it, and pay attention to everything that's going on with your body, because your teeth are connected to every part of our organs in our body. So please pay attention to that. Stay on top of it. And again, I'm not an expert. I am not a professional. I am just a denture wearer, going through my own experience, sharing my journey with you all. But yeah, I hope this pep talk was a little helpful. I didn't even expect to bring this up about my baby, but it plays a big role. It plays a very big role on what I went through with my body throughout the years of, becoming a mom. So just pay attention to your body, guys. Stay on top of it. Stay on top of your, make sure you still have your physician, your primary, whoever you have as your doctor, physician, whatever you have. Just be on top of your appointments. Stay on point with your body. Stay on point with your oral care, because that is the most important. And yeah, I hope that this is a little bit of I guess kind of trying to get to know me a little bit better. I don't know how to call this live, but yeah, happy Sunday, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to go over some stuff and make sure you guys check out the video that I made 2 days ago, the before and after updated version actually of my permanents with my immediate dentures. And I'm gonna catch up to some laundry because I got laundry that I gotta do. I gotta get ready for this week for a lot of stuff coming up this week. And I gotta give my baby a haircut. It's Sunday, so every other Sunday I give him a haircut. And yes, I do it myself because the only time he gets a haircut from a professional is when he goes to see his dad. Because we have one barber that works with me since he was a baby. So, but you know, we're far apart. So when he's with me, I gotta cut his hair, and he's like a chia pet. His hair, you water it, it grows just like mine, you know. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna get ready for the week and probably start some early dinner. Maybe I'll probably eat again on camera, depending on what I cook. I don't know. I had some chicken, well, roasted chicken yesterday with a lot of cranberry sauce because I love cranberry sauce. Oh my god, I can eat like a whole can if you let me. But yeah, I love my chicken with some cranberry sauce. I had it with a little bit of white rice, something very simple. It wasn't nothing crazy, you know, not too much ingredients, just a nice simple roasted chicken with some cranberry. Oh my god, it was so delicious. And maybe I'll have that today. I don't know, sounds good. But I hope you guys enjoy your weekend or enjoyed your weekend, and stay positive, stay productive, okay? And to all my new denture wearers, again, congratulations. And if you're stopping by or you're catching the replay of this live, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, okay? I'm not telling you what to do, but if you're on this journey, I think you might want to subscribe. So I will speak to you all soon. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you, Frego, for joining the live. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. And happy Sunday. You guys enjoy your weekend, the rest of your Sunday, the rest of your evening, whatever you want to call it. And I will see you all very, very soon. And I'm working on another video, and I will be on the hush hush with that video, but then I'll update you guys. Don't worry about it. But I hope you all enjoyed, and it was good talking to you all. For the little ones that are in my life, thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if you want, because that'll be great. You know, to share with whoever else is suffering with their oral care. That would be great. That's what my channel's for. So like and share and subscribe. Okay? Okay. But anyway, you have a good one, guys. And I will speak with you all soon. Bye now.